Hello, everyone. My name is John Bosio, and today I want to speak with you about Joined by Grace. Joined by Grace is a marriage preparation program published by Ave Maria Press. And I want to start by showing you a picture of the materials that are being used in this program. As you can see in the picture, in the center, there is a large book called the Parish Program Manual. On the left, a book for the engaged couple in English or in Spanish. On the right, a book for the mentor couple or the deacon. And at the center, a DVD with 24 short videos in English with Spanish subtitles, and it is available also digitally. The following are some of the attributes of Joined by Grace. The program saves time to the priests or the deacon preparing the couple for marriage. It is designed to be used with a mentor couple, but it can also be used by a priest or deacon on their own. The program is current. It has been prepared according to the principles outlined by Pope Francis in Amoris Laetitia. It is bilingual, English and Spanish, and it is available in hard copy and digitally. It is doctrinally sound. It has Bishop Chobi's imprimatur. And it is an award-winning program. It has won an Excellence Award from the Catholic Publishers Association, and Archbishop Kurtz of Louisville calls it the Cadillac of all marriage preparation programs. Joined by Grace, the Cadillac of all the marriage preparation program. That is quite good. The program is designed to accomplish the following three specific objectives. First, to connect couples with the parish and to give them an experience of parish life. Second, to give couples information about the church's view of marriage and family life. And third, to support the newlyweds after the wedding. Let me say a few words now about the content of the program. The content is designed to show the engaged couple how the graces of the seven sacraments help them build a successful marriage. As you can see in the picture, these are the titles of the chapters in the couple's book. The first part of the title represents the skills, the attitudes that couples need to have in building a successful marriage. The second part of the title of the chapter, it represents the graces they receive from the sacraments. And so chapter 1 is called Welcoming and Accepting the Grace and Call of Baptism. Chapter 2, Being Fully Present, the Grace of Confirmation. Chapter 3, Giving Oneself Completely, the Grace of the Eucharist. Chapter 4, Forgiving, the Grace of Reconciliation. Chapter 5, Healing, the Grace of the Anointing of the Sick. And Chapter 6, Serving, the Grace of Marriage and Holy Orders. To give you a good sense of what the program is about, I'm also going to take you to the website. The website is where the engaged couple and the mentor couple or the deacon can find a plethora of resources. The website is located at www.joinedbygrace.com. Again, www.joinedbygrace.com. And so I'm going to go to the website and share my screen with you. As I said, the website for the Joined by Grace program is found at www.joinedbygrace.com. And I'm going to go through the website briefly to make you familiar with the resources available to you and to the engaged couple. First of all, as you can see on the screen right now, you see that you can download sample chapters free of charge to give you a taste for what the program has to offer. But I'm going to go through and click on the different tabs on the very top of the screen. As you can see under About, it says Contact Us, about the program Joined by Grace, some information about it, about John and Terry Bozzio, about the Spirit Juice Studio. They are the ones who created the videos, the voices of the couples that were participated in the program. What is more important for the couple and for you are the resources available to the engaged couple. As you can see, under couple resources, each chapter has a tab with a plethora of articles the couples can use during the preparation as well as after the preparation. Let me give you an idea for chapter 1. There's a brief explanation of the topic, and then as you can see, it talks about intercultural marriages, interfaith marriages, marriages of vocation, the sacrament of baptism, temperaments, personality types, and so on, getting professional help for troubled relationships, and communication tips for married couples. That is can be very useful not only during marriage preparation but also after the wedding. If you want to stay in touch with the couples, you could send them an article from time to time, which would be good for them to feel in contact with you since you prepare them. The mentor resources are similar. There are several groupings of resources. There are meeting exercises. There are questionnaires about different, for example, in this case, for the chapter 1, welcoming and accepting, which is the topic of the chapter. There are a couple exercises about difference and expectations between the two and how one's family and one's family traditions affect our expectations, and try to determine how different each person is and how to work with that. So these are the exercises available connected with each of the meetings. And then for the mentor couple or the deacon, there is a session outline. It gives you at a glance what to cover during a particular session. Like for example, for meeting at a glance, meeting 1, it tells you, the time, duration, what to do, how long it should take, where to find the information in the mentor guide and the couple book. The meetings last about an hour and a half, definitely an hour and a half, closer to 2 hours. It provides suggestions for opening prayers and closing prayers and so on. And then other tools, what to say when you're interviewed, when you first call the couple, how to welcome them with a letter. There's an evaluation form. There's a prayer for the mentor couple. And it gives you access to the videos digitally. I will play one of the videos shortly. Articles to read and shares. This is very important for the mentor couple, ministering to couples from different Christian communities or different religions. A welcome to those who are not Catholic. So this could be printed and given to the engaged couple if one of them is not Catholic. Ministering to couples who are living together. And again, an article for the couple who is living together, that the deacon or the priest or the engaged couple can give them. Marriage quotes, how to go to confession, model saints for Catholic couples, and then finally prayer resources for couples. Finally, there is the director resources. If a parish has a person that is organizing the program, these resources will be very available, very useful. Program tools, again, a lot of this may be duplication from what we saw in the mentor couple, meeting exercises, session outlines, and so on. Articles to read or share, prayers, and other resources. This is program guide is really the best tool for the person organizing the program, that provides them with all the details of what to do, when to do it, and resources to share with the engaged couples and the mentor couples. Finally, there is user file. If you touch this, you may find that this particular screen, if you have never registered, you can go and register. And if you already, after you register the first time, you can go back and just, if you already registered, click login. And here you will be able to watch the videos online. There is no charge for joining as long as you purchase the program. Watch the video online. You'll have access to the digital copy of the Joined by Grace book. So let me show you one of the videos. Each session, each meeting has actually 4 videos. One is about the topic, one is about the sacrament, one is about how to live the sacrament in marriage, and the last one is a few tips for the couple. So I'll go with the first one, marriage is. As I said, the videos are bilingual. They are in English, but you can turn on the subtitles, English, Spanish.
It could be said that marriage is a lot of things. Marriage to me is like Maggie Glunkowski. Like, marriage to me is this person that I fell in love with and who I'm learning to love and love more, like, as I continue to go on.
The grace of the sacrament's just so tangible. For some reason, you're just able to love in a deeper way, in a more selfless way than you thought possible, you know?
We really didn't fully understand what it was until we got married. And now that we've been married for almost 9 years, it's a learning experience.
It's much more difficult than just 2 people living together.
Yeah.
I don't know, my wife has no flaws.
Oh! I thought you were going to say, no, you're going to find flaws. I yell too much. I raise my voice.
What was the question? You gave the question again. I lost track of the...
Marriage just isn't the wedding day. It's more the journey. It's the vocation. It's the commitment. You know, you learn every day, and I think that if the love is there and the forgiveness is there, I think it gets stronger within time.
Marriage is very fun for me. It's happy and easy and comfortable, and a lot of sacrifice.
Yes.
But that sacrifice turns into a lot of good.
I think marriage is a school sometimes for my soul and trying to get it better. It's a lot of fun.
Yes, it is.
It's a lot of fun. You get to, you have your best friend for the rest of your life.
Every night.
You get to spend time with them every day and every night.
Watch movies, eat ice cream.
Everybody everybody gravitates to her just like I did. But I lucked out because I'm the one that has her for life. It's a challenge. It requires a lot of sacrifice, but it's worth it. It's even more worth it because he's there to guide. He's there to help us out through it as long as we open ourselves up to him.
I think that's the key to marriage, is really just reminding yourself that this person is a gift, right? I mean, we're very fortunate that we've had each other and we found each other in this life and stuff. And I think seeing our daughter, Michaela, is great proof of that this is a gift and marriage is.
It's kind of like you're really, I don't know, I feel like experiencing life for the first time, that everything just has more meaning and there's a greater depth in all of it, Kind of like that, like colors are deeper, sounds are clearer, joys are more apparent, the suffering is clearer as well, You're just really alive. You're truly alive if you really, I think, enter into marriage. Yeah.
So those are the resources available to you, the deacon and the engaged couple, to use during the marriage preparation and after the marriage preparation, if you choose. The videos are wonderful, and the stories in the book are wonderful, great examples for couples to open their eyes to what marriage is. And I would encourage you to test the program. You can buy a starter pack and return it if you do not like it. You can download sample chapters, or you can buy the starter pack and find out if this is something you want to do. And I want to repeat what I said, what I want to say, and what I said to all the other deacons, is that if you decide to have this program and you want to have mentor couples in your parish, Terry and I would be glad to come and train them at no cost to you. We want this program to be available to as many couples as possible, and so we will do whatever it takes to make sure that it happens. I will stop talking now and turn this over to some of the deacons who are using the program or considering the program from our diocese, and let them speak for the program itself. This was from a meeting that took place a few days ago here in Nashville. With that, I thank you, and I wish you God's blessings. Goodbye.
I know that, Barb and I have used the program, I think, for 3 couples. And when I was actually witnessing or presiding at the wedding, and it made a world of difference because we got to know the couples real well in those 6 sessions that we did. And to give a homily, at the actual wedding it was like we really got to know them. So, I mean, that's how we did it as a deacon and my wife, which is really, to me, an ideal way of using the program because you get to know the couple so well, especially if you're, officiating at the wedding as well, too. So, but that depends, as John mentioned, that depends on how you want to work it with your parish. And I think a lot of parishes supply the books that you need to also. I know St. Stephen does for the couples that you have. So it's been a great program, and it's so timely because of the way John has it, related to all the sacraments too. And I don't think there's any other program that relates, marriage preparation to all the 6 sacraments, because he combines the 2 as this program does. So it's worked well for us. It really has. And it's a lot of material too that I haven't even looked at some of the pages you mentioned too, John, online. We did the old-fashioned videos, the actual videos, and we plugged it in and played it that way. So, and the couples love the videos. I mean, that's probably the most reaction we get is when you see the couples reacting to the videos and bumping each other on the shoulder and saying, "Yeah, that's you," So it takes us about 90 minutes. We did all 6 separately programs, So
how long did it take you?
We try to meet almost every other week, or sometimes two weeks in a row, but depending on people's schedules, sometimes it expands a little longer, but try to keep it so it's still fresh, not too far apart. But everybody travels and there's vacation things. But we try to work it within a window, maybe 10 weeks. So.
Mm-hmm. Paul, you do the same thing with Amy, right?
Yeah, we do. And I would echo everything Thomas said. The one thing also with this that we've done, I think, close to 20 couples, and we have yet to have a couple that didn't come in during one of the sessions and said we really needed to talk about a certain topic. It's never been the same topic, but they always come back in and say this was important for us to discuss. So it really is. It makes them think, and the stories that are in these. Tom talked about the videos. Our reaction's been that the couples love the stories. They can really relate to them. It really helps them understand what the topic. And then the other thing I would say is one of the things John talked about was that there's resources, because most of the couples that Amy and I have worked with, one is not Catholic. And what we always remind them, which is something that Tom does with the Engaged Couple Retreat, is we're not trying to recruit. And the questions in the that we discuss, John and Terry have done a great job with this, that they'll always ask the question. Let's say, for example, with confirmation, as a non-Catholic, what is your view on this? Or, excuse me, how does this relate? And it does that for every one of those sacraments, so that it's doing a great job of letting them talk a little bit about where they are in their faith journey, and never ever a bit of judgment that I'm not Catholic, but my future spouse is. So I love how it has done that, and the other couples, our couples, have always appreciated that as well.
Paul and Amy are kind of pioneers. They were the pilot. They did the pilot program when we were designing the program. So, Paul, thank you so much. You have really helped us with this program. Bob, anything that you hear here that might help you with your Hispanic couples?
Well, at St. Ignatius, all of the Spanish ministry is being done through Sagrado Corazon. So we don't have a, quote, unfortunately, Spanish ministry at this point. So Deacon Ed, who is no longer with us, we miss him quite a bit. And he was doing all the marriage prep because he was a certified counselor. Mm-hmm. So Father Titus would give him the introductory phases to marriage prep. So I don't know now that that Ed is gone, what's going to happen with St. Ignatius in terms of marriage prep.
I see.
Certainly, Father doesn't have an abundance of time, so this would be a good segue for me to just propose it to him. And if there are Spanish-speaking couples that do want marriage prep, I would love to use this program.
Yeah, and Terry and I would be glad to help, obviously, so you don't have to do all of this yourself if you don't have the time, but to have a mentor couple that will lead the Hispanic couples, we'll be glad to help them. In fact, I think Paul Taylor has used it for convalidations also.
I have.
Okay.
I have done that. And the couples really appreciated that as well. And I think one time I shared with you too, John, is while we were not taking the place of counseling, it was a starting point to get couples into counseling. Just the means of going through the book and answering questions.
Mm-hmm. I was curious to ask Paul Grenshaw. I knew you come from a different diocese, and what were you doing? I assume you were preparing couples there, and what are you doing at St. Philip's now? What kind of program are you using for for couples there,
Well,
assuming you are.
From what I understand, this is the program they're using.
Oh, but
I have not
have you?
been involved at all yet. This is
Okay.
my
Okay.
first experience with it. So
Okay.
in Archdiocese of Miami, at my previous parish, there was a different program. I don't even remember the name of the program, but it was a question thing, and it was basically this. Probably not as complete as this program, from what I hear, but it served the purpose. And so I've done it before, but this is new to this program. I'm anxious to get a hold of it and review it with my wife. I don't know if she's going to have the time to participate with me, but nevertheless, I got to go through this and be familiar with the whole program before I get started.
Before I wanted to ask Doug, but before I ask him, let me just make a comment in case I forget it. A lot of the things that we saw on the website are available to you right now. Anybody can have access to them. The only thing that is not available are the books and the videos. But all of the articles, all the resources, what to, if you want a document, a short article to give the couples who are living together, it's there for you to take. If you want something for couples who are of different faiths, it's there to take. So make use of it. Whether you use the program or not, if there are resources that you can use, take advantage of it. Doug, any thoughts about this program?
I got it. It's on. I believe we heard you talking about it several years ago at a retreat, if I'm not mistaken, because I know the mentoring. And I'll be honest, I have not been very involved, and I don't think we have that many that many people at St. Ignatius that are English that are getting married. And from that standpoint, Bob may know more than me, but all I've ever used in the past basically is Together for Life, that series, and do the personality tests and also the questions on all the different subjects, the finance, spirituality, and this type thing. But what you're saying today, it reminds me a lot of RCIA, and I think that it's the same type with a team. If you get it, that's the process that works.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to go in and be a part of it with somebody, and I think and my wife would be very interested in that also.
Well, yeah, I'm glad you're bringing it up because a lot of these couples really need like a RCA type of program to bring them on board to where the church is and a lot of things. They really need to be catechized, many of them. And this is a great opportunity. So that's all I wanted to say. I don't know, Tom, anything else you think we should add?
No, I think you pretty much covered it. I would hope that, and I may be able to send this recording to the rest of the diaconate because it is recording. So maybe they have their own leisure. They could have a chance to take a look at it, on their own time. But I think the important thing is to get your pastor involved, obviously too, to get him on board and explain the program to him. Of course, pretty much here, it's already being used, and most of us on here, the three of us on here, they're using it. But hopefully, we can get it out to other deacons as well to see what they're doing and if they can propose it to their pastor.